and none other than Trust Gaming GXT. I'm Tolsma. With me is, of course, Hub. And we're going to get straight into the action with the first map, and it will be Border.
Yeah, interested to see. Of course, we know how Trust plays. Spongebob, I haven't seen anything of them. I don't know if you have been watching anything.
I have seen them play. They had quite a few people watching them, but I wasn't too impressed by what I saw so far. And even Trix, a good friend of mine from previous gaming experience, said, Stuff, could you please make it a bit quick because I have to go to the bathroom. And I do believe the long-haired legend from Trust Gaming will do just that.
That's all he cares about, making games quick. He doesn't really mind about all the other stuff. So
yeah, he already has a Tinder date waiting, so he doesn't want to disappoint.
He wants to get that one, I believe.
Yeah, at least he promised it, as we now see Lion being banned. Also Maverick, one of the new operators who is quite in the popular demand usually.
Yeah, it's a really silent hot breacher, which is a problem for a lot of teams because you will hear the Hibana pellets, the X-Kairos, and you do hear the exothermic charger Termite. However,
and you even have visuals as well.
Yeah, you have the visuals as well, but the Maverick blowtorch is so soft that it's just you don't hear it.
Suddenly there's the hole, and suddenly you can die, and
it's there instantly. So you just have to hold your left mouse button, and there's a hole.
Yes, well, now we see the Valkyrie and Myra also being banned. And on the offensive, we'll first see Spongebob, the Blue Legends, against Trust Gaming, who are here with their two coaches, of course, the legendary Opa, or Grandpa Anthony, together with Ovi, a man that played for Penta Esports right at the beginning.
And played the finals as well back then, so
yeah,
Season 1 champion.
Well, let's see, what do we think of these picks? We don't really see too much out of the ordinary.
Looks like normal picks to me. I'm not sure about the IQ pick, as we do see a get 6 pick to a Dokkaebi due to Valkyrie being banned, so no cameras to worry about. Of course, the Legion could be a good counter for IQ Vigil as well.
Yes, as we now we'll see the first preparation phase. It's Team Spongebob versus Trust Gaming. And, well, of course, some of the players, as they are at a local LAN, will have some Dutch names. But, of course, the guys from Trust Gaming we know all too well.
Yeah. Even though Avicii is still getting called Avalanche or whatever by Avicii by international people.
Yeah, it suits him well. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering, do we hear in-game noise? Not currently, but one of our production guys is currently on his knees just to fix it for us, so you hear all the action. And what do you make of this? A pretty standard defense, of course, not very fancy stuff, not cheesing their way through already.
No, they're just setting up basic and getting ready to execute, well, making the rotations and everything possible for later on in the round. Looks like Quads is going to be offensive, though, in the CCTV area together with Deepak. Quick rotations being opened up everywhere. Just preparation is really going down now.
Yeah, I would have expected a very aggressive early pick, or at least a spawn peak from the side of Trust Gaming, but somehow they are respecting their opponents, are playing it a bit slow. And that means that Deepak might have a run out later on, but currently he is standing by. But the rooftop has been taken in the favor of none other than Spongebob.
Now that it gives a lot of control, but since there's no way the defense can actually challenge that.
Yeah, you don't really see players go to the roof that often, except for, well, sometimes a nade.
Yeah, you can throw nade in from above. Drops into CCTV like that. First frag actually coming in. Deepak getting killed.
But Quatsi with a double. No HP going down on him. But two players falling in favor of Trust Gaming after losing just one, and that was the Rook. One you could miss after everyone picks up their armor. And that is at least a good trade for them. And a good start to the first round of this first semi-final. Of course, after this one we'll have one more. And then the grand final to see who will be the eventual winner. It's now Trix going up. Has already taken a lot of damage, but now tags down stuff a little bit as well. He is reloading. He's trying to get a new angle, but Quatsi, of course, trying to get another kill.
CCTV control is still completely up to Trust Gaming here. As Spongebob is trying to find a way in. Trix low HP, so he shouldn't be the one peeking here. Has to use his utility to possibly make something happen.
Oh,
actually
Trix
gets
is down
there by Snuff. And we will see the run out from Quadzi, who will be traded out by Zwartje. I'm going to call him.
Mm-hmm. And well, he is now moving up with the Jackal. Spots a player. It's not, but he can't kill him. It's a 3v1 in favor of Trust Gaming. The run out does not really pay off. And a bit too greedy there from Snuff makes it a 1v2. Even doable for Florinel, who's on the Thatcher, has one EMP nade, which, well, doesn't do that much. It's nice to have.
Still take out the Radical, though, of any one-time magnification sight. Making it a little bit harder to aim, but I do not think the people of Trust, the players of Trust, will have an issue with that, as she is about to peek. Maestro decides to swap around and push Vajj on the armory wall, but first canister going out, still two left, so this push is not going to happen from this side. Has to find another way in. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Second canister being deployed.
Right
Still
in the
one
face.
left. 8 seconds left. The defuse has to go down. Spots the player.
Goes into the smoke, takes more damage, and now he is actually very low. Pushes in anyway, but with 0 seconds left, the round goes to Trust Gaming. And that means they actually survived, even though they were a bit too aggressive every now and then.
Indeed.
But, well, you know the players will be just doing that every time again. And now it is a 1-0 lead for Trust Gaming. They, of course, stay on the defensive side. And let's see if the offensive side might change around some things, as now we do see our good friend Paul, as he's now trying to fix the audio, which might have been a bit wrong. I tried not to break it, but you never know. And let's hope it's fixed now. Thank you, Paul. We love you.
But will it be?
Will it be? Time will tell. He does not hear anything. We don't either.
Again, not sure about the IQ pick here.
No, but we do see an Ella coming out, and that is just aggression that Quatsi might want to have. Of course, playing with the Fuse Kits in the past, and well, we do know that when the Fuse Kits plays, every now and then,
something happens.
Something very aggressive and something else happens, and then they disband. But now we do know that Ella, with the high rate of fire on that Scorpion, will maybe wreak havoc.
Already had 3 kills last round, so might even open up for some more potential here.
And well, it is now the first round also being downed, and again we see that IQ, which we weren't really fond of, and especially because of the targeted Valkyrie ban, I wouldn't really recommend maybe picking it up.
Well, of course, you still have the Vigil you could possibly spot out. You have the Ella traps, Legion mines you can still find, but it's mostly used to take down the Valkyrie Black Eyes, since they are a pain in the ass every now and then.
Yeah, well, that is something they took away themselves, and now they're just trying to take away any more utility that the guys of Trust Gaming might dish out. It is Polyansky on the Alibi. It used to be one of the newer operators, but now
we got 2 new
it's
ones.
in the past. New stuff, new fancy things, and well, we haven't seen Maverick. It has been banned, and that is sad.
There's still a Clash option though.
Yeah.
So we might see Clash coming out.
Is it actually viable, or is it not currently?
Depends. I think it's really fun to play with, and opens up some options for aggression.
Oh, rubber band boy. I don't know exactly from where. Actually, from a very long range, takes down Quasi with a headshot. Was it a wallbang? I do believe it may have been, as he's now trying to get closer, but there is a player just around the corner waiting by, but not being tagged up, not dealing out any damage. And now a nade might actually change up this game. Push from Jackal is already in, but Snuff now with a kill onto him, spotted out by Rubber Band Boy, and that makes it a 4v4. Well,
another frag coming in there from Snuff. Rubber Band tried to take him out, but failed to do so. However, Snuff is on about 30 HP.
and he is still a bit stuck. It's Florinel trying to go from the rooftop, but currently Scoop the Floop is also dying to Leonski, and it's only Trix and Floor left. And that's the problem when you try to play it slow from that rooftop, and that is why you rarely see it in competitive play. Some teams, of course, that go to the lower tiers.
The diffuser dropped inside.
Oh, that's painful. Why would you go in there solo? You would question yourself, and maybe your teammates might question it as well. As Deepak now with a kill onto Floor, as now the last player, Trix, is low, tagged, and eventually killed by the blonde legend, the beautiful man, Deepak.
Was he Frisian?
No, he's just blonde.
Oh,
that's all I know.
Okay. I thought his name is Pieksma, you know. So
oh, it could be. At least he's from the north.
Yeah.
Originally, but I don't actually know if he's Frisian. So that is
You
a...
should ask him.
I will.
Is there post-game interview?
We could. We have a very nice setup.
Yeah.
Slightly hipster with all the wood, but it could actually work out. It's now a 2-0
Let's just claim
lead for
that.
Trust Gaming. Again, we see a vigil, but also a dock for Avage. And this defensive setup is a bit different than what you would normally see.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to play ACOGs. Of course, they're going to have another bomb site, so they will have to work in these long angles.
And now we see Ibana as the hard destructor for the side of Spongebob. Ash coming in as well, but the duck goes out for the Jaeger. And again, we see the IQ, which you aren't really fond of. And, well, it hasn't really shown to be that
It really didn't do anything as of yet.
strong. And, well, apparently our field of view is slightly bugged up, or at least lower than you might have wanted it.
Yeah.
And it's the config of Stein always
I
messing
think it's
us up.
on 90 though, so
You think, but
I'm okay to check it right now.
people have always told me I should not think, but I should do.
Yeah, that's what they tell me as well. Just leave the thinking to the horse.
To the smart people.
Yeah, or to smart people.
And well, so far I've never been called smart in my life, but I do know that I'm a semi-decent caster. Luckily I have Stein with me for the in-game knowledge. And well, we do see Trust Gaming setting up slowly, and the action phase is now starting. We see the Ash coming out with Zwartje, and will it actually mean that he'll go in very, very fast, destroy everything and everyone on his path?
Well, they do need CCTV control because it's pretty much necessary for this side. And you see a couple of spawn peaks coming out from Trust Gaming. Haven't really worked out as of yet, as they lost 2 people early on in the 2 rounds.
But it's Scoop the Floop already going to half HP despite not really doing anything except for destroying some cameras around that corner. There's a playing line down, but again they go to the rooftop very early on and they leave their hard destructor defenseless all on his own.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there exactly. Seems like they were just unable to deal with the spawn peaks. A lot of windows are open, and of course that's going to be a hard thing to deal with, as you're only 5 people and there's way more angles to deal with, and you also need to make an entry. So at some point it's just going to be ignoring some angles.
Yeah, Quatsi has a good sound cue right here as Deepak takes down Zwartje as the first kill.
It's gonna
A
be a knife
5v4, here's the knife kill for Quatsi, and that makes it a 5v3 already. And that's only just when they start to push in. Very unfortunate, but very, well, righteous as it seems. They are just falling short, going in solo time and time again, and you have no chance to refrag. And as you dare see Floor going in, he will get down, gets killed as he gets double peaked as well. Scoop the Floop with 1 refrag, goes for the second, but Leonski is too strong. Headshot onto him, and a 4v1 for Trix on the IQ.
As the IQ left now, it's time to show what this pick is all about. Is there a reason behind it, or is this just going to be I like the gun, so we're gonna choose this operator? What I see so far from Spongebob though is that they do not drone well enough, as Deepak actually I believe runs out from the balcony and gets that frag on Trix.
He just wants the kills, let's see, and yep, there he
He's
goes.
just waiting in the door.
1, 2, 3, et au revoir, mon amour. And there you see it is Deepak currently on 4 frags together with Snuff and Quality, and there you see the consistency.
Avach on 0.
Yeah, he's the support
I
player.
was gonna trash talk him if he didn't make any kills.
Oh!
Because he was being mean to
And
me.
now the pressure is getting in there.
Now it's getting there. I mean, 0 kills. Avach, step it up. You might have 0 deaths as well. Ooh, Kavera and Capcan. Interesting.
I am curious to see. They're probably like first testing the waters. Like, oh, well, this is maybe slightly
I want to
tough.
see an
We'll try it.
interrogation.
Oh, I want to see it too.
That's going to be the best thing.
But we also see a Blackbeard from Rubber Band Boy trying to work with that shield, which might actually help, as there is now an armory, lockers and archives, a bomb site. And quite often you want to face that window with that shield, as you do survive a tad longer, but you also have to hit your own shots, and so far Spongebob has had much troubles with those.
Now, a Blackbeard would suggest a B push, considering he's not really that useful on A.
I'm so curious to see the Kavera running around, Snuff just doing the work which he's always wanted to do.
He likes to play Kavera. Cavero was so underused until Pro League happened, and then Younes got like a triple kill and an interrogation in the grand final against EG.
But it's like always, like in normal regular play, people try to play it safe and try to do whatever seems logical. And then when the pros dish it out, they're like, oh, it's actually viable because he just did it. And sometimes it isn't actually viable. It's just the pro taking,
the pro being really good and taking advantage of it. But it's like.
But also taking advantage of people not understanding how to counter it, not knowing what actually happens.
There's one reason to one counter to Cavero is just holding angles and be together.
Yeah,
and
be
if
friends.
They don't do that, but you need to do that for everything. Cavero is just basically a roamer, and the special is the interrogation for if you down someone. But it's such a high risk, high reward because you're going to put yourself into an animation for 4 seconds. So you're just going to get easily traded off if you don't clear it out well enough. And Younes knew that there was no one left, just a Blackbeard. It was a 1v4 at that point. So what is the risk? You know, it was good for a crowd. That's basically what the interrogation went down, because else Younes would never go for the interrogation if there was still 3 people alive.
Yeah, so far we haven't really seen much cohesion on this side of Spongebob, but Rubber Band Boy takes down the Cavero stuff right away. And that means we won't see an interrogation this round, but maybe in the next one.
He lost this round, but it's not over yet.
No, the fight is not won, as we do see Quadsy just hanging around together with Leonski. But again, Deepak with a frag makes it a 4v4 once again. And he will try to get a second floor walking into his punch hole. And that makes it an advantage for the guys of Trust Gaming.
I'm pretty sure they're not even sure what hit him, as Deepak got a frag there. Tricks, however, will be picking up Quadsy before he gets traded out by Avage.
And wow, Deepak and Avage just going in and getting those frags. And that's the very big advantage that they have at Crossfire, have the precision to refrag even. And that's what something
that they have to learn on Spongebob. Right now, they are getting frags, but they aren't able to use it to the full advantage, because they make an opening, but they don't do anything with it. They just run around the map, 5 people, everybody going somewhere else.
Yeah, and like the biggest problem for me is that they get a frag and then they're like, oh, now we have to rush in. And then one guy rushes in and it's like, oh yeah.
4 and 4. So they need to work together as soon as they have an opening to work on that opening.
Yeah, or just fall back. Have that frag
like that as well,
and then just chill for a moment. Maybe reload. If we would have seen the fuse, it would have been interesting, but now we see a blitz even.
Blitz is going to be really hard to deal with.
Yeah.
However, though, there's still Capcan Trap, so he has to watch out not to just run into the side straight away.
And that is what a blitz usually wants to do. Now we see the fuse coming in.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Together with the Legion as well. And
I don't know. I rather think I would have swapped out IQ or something for fuse.
I think you have been wanting to do that the whole game.
I don't see IQ work. The visor is not even being pulled up. So
that is actually true. I'll go to my mate Trix and say, I don't think you have the IQ to play IQ currently.
I think it's just for the gun, but then you have Ash as well. You have so many operators with better guns.
Yeah, but you already have your boy Scoop de Floop with the...
Scoop de Floop plays something else.
Yeah, probably. There are more options and, well...
There's 20 operators.
The big thing about the Rainbow Six is that all those operators actually have a valuable asset to their...
But if you're not going to use that, then just as well use something like...
a recruit.
Or Lion, not now, but something else that benefits the entire team without you even having to do anything.
Oh well, sometimes the players just do things you don't want them to do, and let's see what this round will bring. The action phase is just about to start, and we'll see Deepak with a few punch holes getting ready to possibly get a spawn peak.
What you see the entire time is all these spawn peaks coming in. Sometimes they go wrong, sometimes they make it. Oh, that's timing right there. Spongebob is just...
And now he hears the steps, and that's why he's so very annoyed himself, as we now see Swatcha going up, but the door is already being blown out. The windows are actually pretty broken, so he can't really do his cluster charges there.
Yeah, he doesn't actually want to do that there. They're on a different side, so they need to get top control first, and then deploy those cluster charges on the floor to push them out, possibly in force a B plans. What you can simply do is just... put him in the armory, where a lot of Trust players are playing, so you need to clear that out first.
Oh, Leonski actually taking some damage. He's at the hatch, so he could drop down. wants to hold his position as there is someone on the lower floor. And one thing that actually amazes me is that the Hibana is currently going for the aggressive peaks time and time again. And actually is the only hard destructor that they have on the side of Spongebob. As Quadzi has done a little bit of damage, I believe, through the wall onto Zwartje.
Yeah, we're just getting in a quick pre-fire here. Impact nade will be throwing Zwartje off guard a little bit, not knowing where it came from. And it looks like Scoop de Floop is about to make a push here.
Yeah, and will he be successful? It's at least Rubberband Boy now going down, and will Scoop de Floop survive? He's pushing, he's peeking, he's downing even Leonski. That means a kill for Zwartje, and that means a 4v4 once again. They bring back the disadvantage they have had. They want to have more. Scoop de Floop searching, but will he find around the corner there's a player, but he might actually outtime himself.
Suppressed ACOG Ash though, that's going to be something to talk about after. Not something you want to use. Quadzi will be picking up that frag as Floor was on a good spot to actually support that. Trixdan picking up Deep back there, who clearly didn't see that happen. But now it's going to be all up to, I believe, Floor, who was rappelling on the window. And decides to just push into B and get this plant down. It looks like no one is actually watching this. Plant is going down now. Will they hear it? Will they know? Looks like no holes have been made and the diffuser will go down. 45 seconds left on the clock now. 45 seconds she has to hold out, but there's going to be a run out there from the Legion.
When he does not hear
got
it.
downed by the Claymore. But the fight will be picking up that frag eventually. Too distracted by it, and you will be getting that diffuse. Quadzi was down by the Claymore, so there was no need to be worrying about that anymore. But due to miscommunication, I guess, that round still went into Trust Gaming their favor.
Yeah, you saw the stress and panic actually in the 1v3 after the diffuser had been planted. And well, if you're playing against a team like Trust Gaming, they don't really stress. They just chill out and just wait until the moment appears for them to fight. And now they will go on the offense. And will they go very aggressive?
That's going to be a question. I think I'm going to see Ash coming out from Leonski. Oh no, Quadzi on Ash.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Poor Leonski.
Poor Leonski.
His bay has been taken from him, but now he will go for the buck. And even a Capitao coming out. I'm curious to see if it all will stay. And it seems like they're still swapping around. But Quadzi has immediately clicked on the Ash and says, this is mine.
This is mine.
And you take yours.
Normally it's Rook mine. Looks like it's Ash mine nowadays.
You never know. Let's see at Deepak with the 8-2 scoreline. Even 4 assists, so he is the team player everyone wants in his team. But he is
Leonski's doing better though with the assists.
Yeah.
With 5. He's
luckily.
the new in-game leader of Trust as well.
And Avash has also gotten some kills, luckily. Otherwise he'd be flamed by you.
How much kills does he have?
He's currently on 3, and that is more than Leonski.
That's a shame. I hope that Leonski would get
But
more frags than the Vige.
Look at it. He has 0 deaths.
That doesn't matter. We don't look at deaths here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just want to give him a compliment on his beautiful stats?
We don't compliment a Vige.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's actually quite logical to see.
He was a Windigo player.
Weren't you as well?
Don't talk about that.
Oh, it's in the past, a long, long time ago. In a town called Haarlem.
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times, not 3rd. 2nd.
Yeah.
And that's...
We went to Bright Day as well.
Oh, for the show match, of course.
But then we had Quadzi on our team instead of Nati.
Yeah, that was easy win.
And we won that easily.
Yeah.
Milan with a beautiful clutch though.
Like you would, of course, expect. Ooh, Quasi with a sick movement going in, like an Ash should do. Then slows down just to check a little bit. Snuff now with the first kill. And let's look at him. Is he fighting for another one? He's already on the side. Gets a second. Gets a pistol revolver going in. Looking for the third, gets down. Quasi though with the follow-up, and it's Leonski almost closing out the round. Only Rubber Band Boy, and he will be wrapped around by Quasi. And that is the quick 6-0 for Trust Gaming.
They had no clue that push was happening.
And
I don't know how Snuff got on the side. Ooh, look at that. That was a beautiful, beautiful kill there.
Just the way you like it. And that's how Snuff just takes the top position with only 10 points more than Deepak.
He doesn't have the MVP. He doesn't have the elite skin for Twitch.
He doesn't have to.
Wait, I do not see any Trust skins anymore. What happened to that? They were using Trust skins all the
all the red ones. And, well, it's unfortunate for Team Spongebob, but they still have 2 possible maps to come back. And
is it unfortunate for them, though? Means it's not over.
Trix had to go to the toilet, so I think it is quite lovely for him as we will now go to Consulate. A map, of course, very well known from all the matches we have seen. And if you're wondering when will we see more fancy action on this channel, on Monday we will be casting the show match between Trust Gaming and Wizards Club.
Yeah, Spanish team.
Yeah, and on Wednesday we will start with the Benelux Championship, something which is amazing.
I kind of forgot the teams that are playing.
Oh my.
You know, normally I had that out of my head, but I think it's going to be New Kicks Turbo.
Yeah.
It's one of the teams, Free Games most likely.
Gaming Alliance wasn't in there, right?
No, they're not in there.
That hurts me because they're just so
they
great,
had so
great
much
guys.
lineup switches, and then someone couldn't play during the actual relegation, so they didn't have 5.
That's painful.
And that's unlucky. But
well,
yeah, nothing they can do about that right now.
Yes, well, the players are ready, so are we. And we're going into Constant. It will be the second map. The first one was 6-0 for Trust Gaming. And let's hope that at least one round for Spongebob will at least give them a bit of honor. We believe in them. They will now start on the defensive side. And let's look at the bans. We have seen Lion always being permabanned pretty much everywhere, pretty much every map. Mira as well, as it was a very popular pick in the past.
Mira basically at 100% pick rate.
Yeah.
Like pretty much sides.
Oh, Blackbeard. Okay, okay. Which is understandable, especially when you have to
defend upstairs.
Yeah.
It's definitely an operator you do not want to face at that point.
And there goes indeed the Lion, as we have expected and as we have said many of times. Let's see what this will bring on.
Is Trust Gaming on blue now?
Yes, they have swapped sides, I do believe.
Oh, they're doing the same bans then.
Yeah.
No Mirror, no Lion.
And that means they are consistent just the way we love them. And let's see if they're consistent with the 6-0.
Well, G2 now does always ban Lion. Always.
Well, there we see the targeted ban again to... Oh, yes, and let's go to the fast field of few things. As we'll try to fix it just before Milan. And your mic is slightly too far away, it seems. And let's go to the options. Then we'll go to display. And oh, it was indeed on 60.
It was on 60.
Oh, Stein!
That hurts me.
I figured you'd be a pro player, pro class. You would see the
60.
difference straight away. And oh!
Clash.
Clash is actually coming in. It's the first time we have seen this new operator who seems pretty angry.
Yeah, we might oh, no, 6 picked out. That's unfortunate. Scoop, I do not love you anymore.
Scoop the Floop will now be on our blacklist, unfortunately, and we'll see a new map. We will see a Pulse, which is a quite logical on this map. But is it also on this bomb side, dear Hap?
New bomb site, so I really have no clue on what the meta is right
Yeah,
here.
I figured. I looked at it and I'm like, ooh, this is new. I'm scared.
So, possibly, it could work. But I think what we're going to see right now, actually, they don't have the utility for that. Okay, so what I thought was going to happen is they're going to smoke it off, going to open up the hatch, drop down straight away, get the plant down. But I do not see any smoke, so we could still see it without smokes. We could see the sledge just opening up the hatch, dropping like that.
Interesting.
That's the hatch I'm talking about.
Well, one thing that does really comfort me is that Avash is back on the Ash, no longer Quatsi, who's now on hard destructor of Thermite, and oh, they're go fast, and look, there we go, bye Pulse,
oh, no.
And oh, triple kill from Scooby Floop. Avash is alive, gets now the defuse it out, but Scooby Floop going for the highlight push, comes in, and not a kill for Avash. The first round goes to Spongebob, and my oh my, Scooby Floop with a 4K. And wow, I think Trust Gaming is baffled by that one.
I was saying this is going to be the play because I heard them talk about it. You know, this is how we play this bomb site on the tank, and then this is the counter, everybody. Here you go, Benelux League. If you ever choose that site, you just found out how to take care of that.
And Scoop the Floop even amazed, like, damn, that worked?
Yeah, that worked, boy.
I never even knew, and now we see the side of Spongebob in the lead, as they are now on the orange side, unless, or unlike that the overlay is currently saying. As we do see a glass coming in. New strat for Trust, says Trix. He's already working on that strat, but trying to become a coach.
Oh no, it's a G2 strat. G2 actually used this.
Ah.
and it worked for them. So they hoped it will work, but apparently Spongebob is better than some Pro League teams and knew how to deal with this perfectly fine.
He was ready. More ready than I would ever be.
This could have been countered though if Avage would have pressed the V button instead of trying to shoot them.
It's too easy.
Yeah, that's, well, it might be too easy, but the knife would have stopped the actual
yeah,
detonation
animation
from
as
going
well. And you saw the panic in his face as well.
Yeah.
Like, and then he ran away, just exploded everything, got the triple kill and even the fourth later on. And that means, when we look at the scoreboard, it's Scoop the Floop, the man, the myth, the legend, doing the work together with Zwartje. And, well, let's see if they can continue that trend. The setup phase is getting underway. And we will see a glass now on D-Pack. And that might actually mean that they'll go a bit slower.
They might, yeah. I think the last round was a realization point. Okay, we cannot just simply rush it, do the G2 strat. They missed the Capital for that, so that's something. High Q would have actually helped them out. Oh well. As we're gonna probably see D-Pack playing on one of the windows.
Oh, but it's Quadsy going and gets the first kill onto Scoop the Floop, the hero of last round, and that makes it a 5v4. The Ella now already taken out. And that is unfortunate. We see the side of Spongebob running around a bit in quite a scary fashion. Drone being spotted by Rubber Band Boy, but on the spiral stairs there are players. He's being wrapped around, gets a kill to stop, but gets traded out straight away by Quadsy. The Ash with a second for him this round. And that might actually spell trouble, but look at this. Quadsy is running into the aim of floor, and he tried to pre-fire, was just a bit too slow, and that makes it a 3v3 once again.
Actually, Maestro on the roam, that's something I haven't seen before, and Zwartje will be able to abuse the ACOG there on that distance. As it looks like they're about to commit to a B push.
Oh, but Zwartje has been spotted out now and is standing by. The drone is playing with him. He's now playing with the drone. With window broken, time will tick out for him slowly. CCR gets the kill to D-Pack, way too greedy. And too little utility of Ash. His drone now also being taken out. That's the advantage in favor of Spongebob.
All D-Pack had to do is just peek from the other side as he's quickly going to heal himself up. I believe Leonski is actually down below. Just open up the hatch on the previous location he was from. 2-on-3 situation, and it looks like Sponge might be able to get this second round as well. If they just keep this one up, Leonski will be getting into a gunfight with one of the other operators taking some damage. Nade now will be deployed there. Will possibly be picking up a frag.
Oh,
downs the Rogue. And that will mean it's going to be a 2-on-2. As Rubber Band Boy just said he forgot to dab after he got the frag.
I'm happy with that one.
Yeah, I think that's better for everybody, even though we do not have a camp for stage.
Now the spot onto the player, or I do believe he would probably see that barrel sticking out, and now he does look at the Dockets floor now with the kill into Vaja. 1v3 left for Leonski. Gets a...
Oh! With a double!
You would say you get the first one, but he wouldn't even have a chance. He
wouldn't get that one. Run out there getting that frag, and then running up the stairs just with a hip fire there, completely styled on.
What a legend.
Legendary.
That's the way I like it. It's now Spongebob 2-0 up, and Ace Trust Gaming falling to shambles. Will they disband after this Landstein? Tell me now.
I don't want to say such things, but you know, they call me a biased caster anyway, so I'm gonna say yes so I don't look biased anymore.
Smart.
Smart play. The overlay kind of fucked up.
Oh, whoopsie.
That's beautiful.
It's the spacing which is a bit odd, but then again, they are trying, and that is worth something.
That's for something.
Again, we see the clash coming out for just a moment, but will it be picked out at the last possible second? And indeed, there we go. It's
Echo.
now an Echo.
Now,
He would even imagine Snuff
like
playing that, yeah. But he's on the Ibana, he's on the attack, and there is the Art. They have double Art Destructor even.
Yeah.
And that might be interesting.
Could go triple. There's no Maverick Ben,
Oh,
I believe.
that is actually true, but is this map actually a bit doable for Maverick? You don't really have those walls which you can get close to and do it.
You know, you can just simply open up the hatch silently, and behind White Van and pillars, actually, like it's above the blue tarp you see there, that's where the hatch is. So opening that up silently, you can just get 1 or 2 picks just so easily without them even being able to see something.
It's this hatch, which hasn't
that's
been reinforced right now, which might be a bit annoying.
Might spell trouble.
Especially when Quatsi just goes in like a madman once again. We've seen it happen before, and now he's just pre-firing all the possible spawn picks, but hasn't had a luck headshot right there. Now moving up, almost team killing stuff, but he stands by just for a little moment. And now the push will slowly come in for Trust Gaming, not as fast as we've seen them do before, but they're using their drones as they're now on the, well, back foot with a 2-0 scoreline in favor of Spongebob.
Still say this map is heavily...
Oh, and there we go.
Ooh, that's going to be double opening up the hatches there. Using the utility of Ash. Will be spotting the feet there, getting that frag on the smoke. Important player off the board. Zwartje will be gone, and that means there's going to be no more smoke canisters delaying the plant. However, there's still yokais around, which they have to deal with.
Oh, Quatsi almost had the angle of Ash. Will now get the spot onto the player. Going to the basement once again, spotted out, but it's still Quatsi bullying all these Spongebob players, but getting no additional kills except for the first one he had. Now tries to drone down this hatch to see, and he sees a player, but it's a rubber band now with the kill with the C4 onto D-Pack. No damage dealt onto him, the drop goes out, he gets the kill, and now he gets a second as well. It's Quatsi going in a 4v2 and make that a 4v1. As he takes out rubber band, and it's only floor left. It is the Mute now moving up with the MP5K. But will he get the kills? Needs to find four as the defuse is now being planted, and oh, the timing is there. Quatsi indeed with the ace. That is one way to get yourself on top of the scoreboard.
Echo still watching Visa's stairs after one got killed from the hatch. Should have known that he was there and should have peeked that instead of the Visa's stairs. They should have had a, they could have had a chance if they did that. Didn't happen. Quatsi perfectly read the situation and got the kills there.
Yeah, and that means he's now on a 7-2 scoreline. It is Leonski, Snuff, and D-Pack not really showing up so far. But in the long run, they might. Of course, they want to be on the offensive and go fast, but sometimes you go too fast, especially in the first round. Yeah, and that does cost you. Now we do see the Maverick. We see the triple hard destructor.
They know they're going back to Archive Stellars now. That is what this strategy is for. They will be capitowing off, they will be smoking off walls, they will be ashing in, then go straight with the drop, smoke again, get the plan down. So we're going to see another quick play here. We're going to see the same kind of push that we saw last round.
Should I spectate Scoop the Floop then? Because
we could spectate Scoop the Floop if he's actually going to play in the same position again. Else we should probably spectate Quatsi.
Yeah, well, we have seen him work his magic. Oh yeah. Just walk in with that shield, try to block off every little bit of damage he can. But we have seen it work out the wrong way so far.
My question is, will Quatsi go first or Snuff? You would say the shield, but...
Yeah, but you do know that Quatsi is a very fast man, ready to roll. And let's see at Scoop the Floop, not actually...
He's getting ready, he's thinking about it.
This is my spot, I'm holding it, just waiting, standing by.
That's not smart though. Well, he just did, because if they're going to drop the hatch again, which they're not doing because they should have been there already.
Yeah.
There's no way he can get help by the Echo.
Well, it's at least the garage now being destroyed and Leonski droning out a little bit. Let's spectate your man Rubber Band Boy, who's the only player being actually close, but also being spotted by the drones right now, you would say. And there it goes. And Snuffy walks by, and oh no, he does spot the feed. He does do a lot of damage, but he has no bullets left. He will get killed by Snuff despite taking him very low early on.
That is unfortunate there. He should have gotten the frag on Snuff, but due to the little bit lack of aim, did not get that. Now, closed off door, somehow Rook armored down there in the hallway. Well, that's unlucky. As they are starting to get this takedown now. But looks like they're going to focus on the downstairs part, as Pulse is actually sitting there on the wall. I believe a C4 just went off, getting the frag door on a Vich. Termite off the board.
And it's Scoop the Floop again with a powerful frag. We'll now try to scan a little bit. So you see Snuff still awfully low, but the advantage that they had is already gone.
What you see is Trust playing a lot with holographics and reflexes. Instead of the ACOGs, they do have the ability to use their Leonski picking up a frag on Zwartje. And the Blitz will soon be spotted here by the Pulse, who is leaning to the left just to... actually gets it down with the first shot. The Diffuser dropped. Scope the Floop again, being really important for his team.
Deepak has been taken low, but has taken a kill to Trix, making it a 3v2 once again, and that is the lead for Trust Gaming. But can they turn it into a round? The spots come in, they are pretty decent, but the shots do not connect just yet. Despite Leonski getting a little bit of vision, but Scoop the Floop and Floor both taking a kill and making it into a 1v2. And now we have to see the Maverick with the breaching torch. What can he bring to the table? Does not spot the player behind those servers. But now he will pre-fire against Kill to Floor. Now only Scoop the Floop left. But he has a cardiac sensor, but he does not have control of the diffuser anymore.
Knows around the location where Maverick will be coming from. Now Leonski will be getting the information here from drones. Looks like he's actually going for the peak there. We'll be getting the beautiful headshot there on Scoop the Floop. And returning that 1-2 situation back to their favor. And back in even scorelines now, 2-2.
And that is just what you expected from the get-go. Trust Gaming going a bit aggressive, maybe too aggressive. But actually coming back in the end.
Yeah, worked out in the end. Which is a good thing. For them, at least.
Yeah, for them at least. As we now see a Maestro again. And the Maverick as well. Or... will it be the Ying with the Candelas?
That could be interesting as well. Actually, now we're going to see Blitz.
And the Blitz will be turned into a Ying. And that is a sad thing for us all. Snuff has done some things, but not really too strong.
I am expecting a admin take. Let's keep it at that.
Yeah. And now, let's see. We see the ACOGs coming in. But also a Scoop the Floop on the Ella.
I like that name. So
Scoop the Floop. It just rolls off the tongue. It makes you happy.
So nice. Makes you feel good. Scoop the Floop.
Yeah, and it is also a vigil. We will see what it will bring. I do believe Quatsi will just run in once again, because that's just his style.
But it doesn't seem to work out properly.
No. Well,
except
once we have seen it. Yeah.
But that isn't really running in. That's just getting control, then starting to push.
Yeah, he actually played it slow, even used the drones as well. And that really worked out in the end, as we now see the action phase starting. Quatsi will move up slowly, but eventually will go a bit faster, as he's always eager to get those frags.
Did I call a office take?
Well, we don't have a Blackbeard, as it has been banned out, but will we see Quatsi just going in with raw aim? The spot from the drone, the pre-fire coming in, but no damage, no kills, but eventually it's Floor going down. Another stun nade going in, and that makes it a 5v4, and again an advantage for Trust Gaming. But they are not really pushing too fast, are they?
No, they aren't pushing too fast. Yeah, they're just taking the control they need, as Scoop the Floop is getting ready to possibly go in for a flank. Now, Rubberband Boy deciding to go back upstairs.
Yeah, and he is still using his ERC7. It has run out now, so when a drone wants to spot him, it will. And that means it's a bit sad for him, as the special ability he has is, of course, only slow slide cooldown.
As I predicted, they're going for an admin take, and they have taken it really early on, 1 minute. And admin has already fallen. Now, that means that they will have to make sure it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and well, Trix is now moving around. Will spot a player at the window, but cannot find his mark. It's Snuff with the kill, making it a 5v3. And now Rubberband Boy is scared, is now moving around eagerly, trying to find a kill back. But I do believe they may have heard him, and that might actually cost his life. A player is up there waiting and hoping he will be able to kill him.
This is a rotational you normally use, but he will be getting out on top. Diffuser has been planted, as Rubberband Boy will be getting up a double kill. And it's a good start for them to go into this retake, as it's only going to be Zwartje left to make this happen. Diffuser has been planted on top of a table. I've not seen that one before.
It's fancy, it's new, but we see Zwartje moving up, minus 25 HP, and running through all the bullets that have been shot at him. Pre-fire from Quadzi does finish his life. That means it's now 3-2 Trust Gaming, eventually repairing the problem they have had before. And they are actually calling a pause. Do I have to do anything, or?
I don't know, is it local that you host?
No, it's online, so...
Yeah, then you cannot pause.
Oh, oopsie.
You cannot pause.
Luckily, they have fixed it, as they are the IT specialist a tournament organizer could dream about. And that is just
they fixed
what
their
you
own
want.
problems within a few seconds.
And that is the true Trust Gaming factor.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a problem, you just have to work with it, just like a team. And, well, Rubberband Boy was hoping for an extended break because he wants to smoke. But don't you worry. Trust Gaming is now getting underway and will try to get that machine rolling. Make it a 6-2, which would mean that there has been a bit of honor for the side of Spongebob.
We got 2 rounds. We hoped for 1. We got 2.
Yeah.
We got more than we hoped for. We cannot complain.
I put it on my resume if I were them. But then again, now we see a Capcan coming out. We see a Vash on the Ella. And I do expect them not to hold back too much, as, well, the Ella is good for aggressive pushes, the Vigil as well for roaming. And Capcan, well, he doesn't have to be there, he still does
He just
stuff.
puts down his traps and then he can go roam, he can run out, can die, no one cares.
No, he still does damage if they're not paying
attention. You still do damage
attention.
if they're not paying attention. You can even get a kill post-mortem.
We have slightly not as powerful claymores just at doorposts every now and then.
Yeah.
And that is the
But they give
snuff way
away
of
so
things.
much information as well, because it's just a loud explosion.
Yeah, and otherwise you hear them shoot it because they have to clear it.
Yeah, that's it. Indeed, they give about so much information. Like, either you run an IQ with a silence pistol to take away some... Oh, no! That is a dangerous move here from Snuff. He will be taking Tricks down to half HP. He still has 3 entry denials left, and you'll be getting another frag here on Rubber Band. Boy, who gets taken out.
Oh,
No
and
more
that doesn't...
Sylvia.
They have banned Valkyrie, so that electronics detector does not do much at that range, but it's nice to use it for once.
There's a captain on the other team.
Oh, yeah.
They
but,
can use it for that. This is an interesting way to do zoom.
yeah, but it might actually work out wonders, because if you don't see them, can they see you?
Yes, in this game they can.
Oh.
That's
In
unfortunate.
Counter-Strike, the philosophy is that they can't. And,
Is that then if you flash yourself, your enemy won't see you?
Yeah.
Because you cannot see them.
oh, but now Trix actually spotting a lot of utility. And there is a player right around the corner. He will try to destroy
Needs to
the
go
Ella
higher.
trap, but it is not really doable so far. Zwartje with him, but he can't find his mark just yet either.
I wonder what the fuse is willing to do here.
I am...
Are we going to see a fuse charge? No. You're going to push?
it seems like
He does have
will.
a cluster charge.
Scooby Floop is already
Deployed.
in at the yellow stairs and is now trying to move up. A player is on top of there. Will he get the kill? It is a Vash. Taking the first one with the Scorpion, of course. High fire rate, high precision, and of course high skill on the players of Trust Gaming. Makes it a 5v3, as of course Nav had an early scuffle with some players. And he actually won it.
And Zwartje still able to possibly do some damage, but he's using fuse. Let's just talk about this. Floyd picks up Quadzi. He's using fuse, but he's going from below.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Why
method.
are
He's,
you
he's
using
trying
fuse?
to jump up and put his charges down, but it's now Floor carrying his team, getting 2 kills, and Trix is just trailing behind him, saying, well, you're doing the work, I'm just gonna follow you as you try to make your way upstairs. You do not have the diffuser, which is onto Zwartje, and that might actually be a big problem. You still usually need it
Seems
to
so clueless.
pressure onto this round, and oh, now we see a good clear here, and his nade just goes a
To the
bit
right.
too much left, and that is Sam
Oh, no,
for the
that's
side. And
unlucky.
oh, there is
Oh,
a
no,
player.
will we get
but
in that
Snap
frag?
is choking. It's Trix also being tagged up, but still it is the lead. Now for the side of Spongebob, and will they equalize the score once again? Leonski with a very bad timing, but Deepak with a very good kill makes it a 2v2, and they know where both players are.
19 seconds left on the clock there, and they will have to push no hard breacher to work with. And that means it's going to be easy peasy here for Trust Gaming, as Leonski will be picking up Zwartje. It's going to be all up the floor. She will be having to carry that team through, as she goes in for the pre-fires there, but will be walking straight into one herself. Deepak will be picking up that frag eventually. And that means we will be seeing 4-2 for Trust, but an amazing 3 kills coming down.
Yeah, they had a very great chance inside of Spongebob, and I am actually quite amazed. After we saw Border, it seemed a bit clueless, but here on console, they're actually doing quite some amazing work.
They're doing damage and they're doing stuff, and they're getting the frags. They cannot seem to tie it out. So every now and then, except the first 2 rounds, which were pretty much as good as they could be.
Yeah, well, maybe next season of the Benelux League they can try to get in, but we have to admit that the level of play is getting higher every season, so the ladder to get in is always a bit more hard to climb. We now do see a Jackal and a Dokkaebi from the offensive side, and I'm curious to see what that may bring.
Interested, yeah. Looks like they're going roam clear. If they do that, I don't know. I haven't seen much roam clearing, but you would think they would do such thing if you see these operators.
Yeah, and that would be nice. Kavira, very roam heavy. Lesion sometimes goes around as well. And then, well, let's see what they will try to do here on the side of Trust Gaming. They have Quadzy running around like a madman. What else?
I mean, they got 3 core roamers. They have Alibi, they have Kavira, they got Jaeger. So roam clear would be the right thing to do here. Just question, will they do it?
You hope they do.
I hope they do, but I think they won't.
No, I'm afraid they won't as well.
Maybe we can beam it in to them.
Well, if you scream loud enough, they might actually hear us.
Will they?
I don't know. I don't think they're on because otherwise I would hear myself.
Yeah,
properly. But well, let's see what it will bring. It's a 4-2 scoreline in favor now of Trust Gaming. After being down 2-0 at the start of this match. They have won the previous one 6-0, and let's see if they can hold off this offensive. Will we see an aggressive peak? It seems like a no-no.
No, they're sticking inside as, you know, sometimes they lost some people last map. Looks like they just want to clear this out 6-2.
Yeah, it's some nice angles being put out from the players of Trust Gaming. But no enemies walking into their scopes. Yeah, Leonski is biding his time. A player is now close, but the moment he has a chance, he goes around and the player just crosses with a great timing, which you always hate to see as a player.
He's about to come back through that door though. He's checking little Teller's office as he actually jumps back out of the window. Now, we'll be getting into a gunfight there. Leonski will be messing up every single shot, meaning that Zwartje will stay alive.
But he's actually very patient with that one, does not commit on a repick, as now the Dokkaebi is being put out, the first focal. And the players are actually very scared, having to turtle a bit more than they expect so early on. As the early peaks did not really work out. It's Deepak and Avage still chasing around a little bit, but not getting anything done. And that is sad for them, but it's good for Spongebob.
Yeah, however though, you're still in favor as a defender if you're on even numbers, especially 5v5. Now, talking about that, we're going to 4v4. Flora again picking up a kill for her team.
Oh, and Leonski again with a bad time. And player is there, he goes down to Floor. And Floor is doing so much work. The Jackal now also spotting a player quite far away, and is Floor just making new openings. Just trying to bring this map into her favor.
She might get interrogated anytime soon. The Snuff is now moving in. We'll be getting the down. Actually not.
Was
just
so
in time.
He was so eager to get the down. Now do you see the interrogation? And there we go.
You hear the cheer on the background.
He is so happy about that one. He's already pushing in the salt into the wounds. But it's Quadzy with the kill to Rubbrand Boy. It's Zwartje, the only man left against 3. He's being pushed. He has been run out. And that means it's now match point for Trust Gaming. Sick movement from Snuff. Whoa. And he is very, very happy.
You hear the cheer on the background after he got the interrogation. Like, woo! And then, yeah.
And then his DPI button just went wild.
Then he just used that Trust Qzone mouse button to turn up the DPI.
I don't even know if he has a Qzone.
I don't know.
He had something with lights, and I don't think the Qzone had lights.
Qzone has lights, right?
I
don't know.
We'll just interrogate him after this match.
Just interrogate him. That's a good joke right there.
Thank you. Sometimes I have my moments where I shine, and Well, Trust Gaming is shining bright like a diamond so far. It's 5-2. They are on map and match point, and that will bring them into the grand final. Of course, not even their target. They want to win. That's what they came here for with their two coaches, Grandpa and of course Ovi.
Good old Grandpa.
Oh, he's always looking like a tough fella.
He's always looking very angry, no matter if they're winning 6-0 or if they're losing. He always has the same like thing on his face. Same emotions.
Very, very grumpy.
Yeah, very grumpy.
At the Benelux finals, I did the camera in the end. And, well, I just focused on him a lot because it was so fun to see him just hang over the players like, if you mess this up, I'll have my nasty breath go into your nose. And then you'll know you messed up, boy. And, well, you always saw them perform. And, of course, they were the champions. And will they be able to defend their title the next season? What do you think?
We're going to say, of course, there's a lot of new teams. And they've had a roster switch. Now it's uncertain if that's for good or for bad. Quadzy, definitely solid player. But
yeah, very frag heavy as well. Gregson,
they're going really frag heavy with Deepak, Leonski, Quadzy.
Yeah.
So 3 people can frag really well, which is good to have. As long as the other fraggers can still fulfill other roles. As Steph will be getting an entry frag there and Scoopy Floop. That means that Heartbreacher's off the point of the map again. No more opening hatches.
Tries to do a little pre-fire as well to get a second kill, but now he gets a phone call, not from his girlfriend, but from Dokeby.
Which girlfriend?
Ooh. He has long hair, he is beautiful.
He's his own
but
girlfriend.
He's still hunting on the Tinder game as Quadzy now gets killed to Swatch and makes it a 5v3. And yet another player being taken out, and this one was the Ash, which is usually quite an instrumental to have for the fragging power. And that will hurt them as well. It's now Drake's going down to Avash, but Floor, as you said, the main player right now
9
with
kills.
9 kills already. Is still alive on that buck, and I have seen her play, and it's quite impressive. Now you see a player going in snuff, but it's only Floor left in a 1v4, and that's not a position you want to be in. Checks all the windows, is scared of an aggressive push as well. It would seem logical from the side of Trust Gaming.
But will she get the ace clutch? That nade will not hit anything. This will even bounce back. That could have been ending
if there would be a run out, it would have gotten the kill.
It would have gotten the kill, but maybe that was the plan behind it.
It was her plan all along, as she's now moving up to the place where she killed Snuff, but around the corner there is a handsome fella who is now trying to pre-fire. He's taking some damage. His Floor now also going low. Nade flies in, and it won't get a kill. The run out from Quadzy will finish this map, and that means it's a 2-0 win for Trust Gaming. They will advance to the grand final. And it's finally time for Trix to go to the toilet.
Yeah, Trix can finally do whatever he needed to do. What you should do before the match, not after the match.
Yeah, but well,